Thank you. Please be seated. Prefect joke of the day is, I'm trying to remember it. Hold on. Oh yeah. Why do mathematicians like the forest so much? Because of all the natural logs.
I get it. Good morning. It's math exam this morning, or math exams. Good morning, everyone. We continue in our spirit of recognition this week, as we've done for the last couple of weeks, in fact. And if you remember, a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned as connecting with our heritages and being proud of our heritages. And I mentioned at the time that I wanted students who knew or suspected that they had some Métis heritage to come forward, and I'm delighted to say a number of you did, because we're going to start this tradition of presenting a sash to students of Métis heritage as they graduate, and then we're going to follow up with an award. And I'm going to ask Bridget Furlonger, Kieran's mum, to come forward and explain this. Bridget?
Good morning. This morning I was hoping that Stella Johnson, Métis Elder, was going to join us. Unfortunately, I think she's a little bit late. But I would really like to just preempt this by saying she's 72, coming from Nanaimo, so hopefully she'll be here in a little bit. We are here to present a sash or a ceinture fléchée to a graduating Métis student. Acknowledging Métis students has already been occurring in many other districts around British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Ontario for a few years now. So we're here to start this annual tradition at Shawnigan Lake School as well. While the sash was a traditional part of the Métis clothing, it now carries other significance as well. First, each color that's woven into the sash it carries significance. So red is for the blood of the Métis that was shed through the years while fighting for our rights. Blue is for the depth of our spirit. Green is for the fertility of this great nation. White is for the connection to the earth and our Creator. Yellow is for the prospect of prosperity. And black is for the dark period of suppression and dispossession of Métis land. Also, the sash symbolizes pride and identification for the Métis people. Sashes are bestowed onto members of the Métis community who have made contributions to their people. By getting an education, being part of the community, and learning about their heritage is fundamental to this contribution. So we will ensure that the person who will receive this, I don't know if I should be announcing this, probably not. I'll let David do that. Thank you.
Thank you. So we have one student graduating who is going to receive his Métis sash, and you'll now understand that hesitation, because that would be one Kieran Furlonger. So Kieran, if you come forward, we don't have the sash, I don't think. We don't have the sash, but I want to come forward and have a handshake from me, and congratulations. Come on, Kieran. Thank you. Now, if you don't want to sit through the rest, you're very welcome to slip out at any particular time. Just, yeah, okay. So we're going into acknowledging our sports colours in a minute, our athletic colours in a minute, and our academic colours thereafter. But just before we do that, in the busyness of the last few weeks, which you've heard me talk about repeatedly, we didn't get a chance to recognise some of our successful groups who had brought their seasons to a close with some great efforts. And so I want to do that now. I want to mention our rowing club, which went to St. Catherine's, got in a whole number of finals, a lot of youth and inexperience in that rowing club, but lots of excitement and promise for the future. And St. Catherine's gets tougher than ever. Even I can see that there are more schools going to St. Catherine's than ever before. And anyway, I think a rowing club in general deserves a round of applause in a minute. But we came away with 2 bronze medals, and I want those 2 medaling crews to come up here, please. So, in the junior women's Coxed 4, Trinity Gladstone, Amelia McIntosh, Georgia Hall, Michaela Brennan-McCann, and Olivia Brigden. Come on forward, you 4, 5. There we go, 2. Only got 2. Well done, Chris. Of course, if you're really quick and on the ball this morning, you'll have figured out that the grade 8s and 9s are not here, they're camping, and so we're going to find a few gaps in these recognitions in general. Junior men's double won a bronze medal. Sam Addison and Josh Wheeler. I think we've got them, yeah? Josh here. What? So finally, congratulations, as I said, to the rowing club in general and the coaches. Lots of promise there for the future. Well done on all the efforts this season, rowing club. Well done. Another group that didn't feature a lot in terms of recognition would be our golf team, particularly our senior golf team. And as you know, they won a number of tournaments. And finished their season with a very close and creditable 3rd place in the provincial championships. 2 little strokes out of 1st place. That's a terrific performance. And I want to invite them forward to receive our congratulations. So if I could have that senior boys, or senior squad, please. I think it is boys at the moment. Come forward, please. Of course, in many ways, the star of that team is not there because he's at the US Junior Boys Open, which is pretty high level. In rugby, the grade 10s, the Colts, had a good season, a very good season, tough at times because of injuries to key players, but they overcame that adversity and they saved the best for last with their final performance in the final of the provincial championships. So I'm going to ask them, and I know that missing from this lineup, we've got Malcolm Shields, Nico Falcon, Rory Young, Jamin Hodgkins, Will Mann, Graham Norris, Roberto Galindo, Cameron Coffing, and Geronimo Vera are all missing. But the rest of that squad, I'd love you to come forward and give me a chance to put your medals round your necks. Provincial champions, Grade 10 rugby. Thank you. Move along, boys. Coach is not coming up. Come on, Mr. Plater, Mr. Monroe, provincial champions. So last but by no means least, I'm going to ask the senior boys rugby squad, provincial champions in 15s and provincial champions in 7s. Quite an exceptional achievement by an exceptional group of young men. They set a standard in terms of work ethic and team spirit that was second to none. So proudly, would the senior boys, 7s and 15s, come forward, please? Spread out there, boys. Seth, well done. Thomas. Connor. Barry. James. Dawson. Well done. Good job. Pete, well done. Johnny. Spread out, boys. Well done. Steve, well done. Well done, Lisa. Good job. Carlos, well done. Kevin, well done. Make sure you can see you.
I think we're going to need 3 rows if one group could come out.
No.
Coach Murdy has a thing about not going in the photos. He believes it's all about the players. And so on that note, it's my pleasure to invite him as our Director of Sport to come forward and introduce the Athletic Colours Awards.
I'm not sure how I got away with that one. We've had this argument several times about coaches being in the team photos, and And I guess I won this morning, so I don't know, he must be getting soft in his old age, so. Maybe not. There could be a job opening after this morning. Anyways, good morning, everybody. It's my pleasure to be here for the final Sport Colors Awards of the year. We do this 3 times during the year, after each term. It's been another fantastic year for Shawnigan Athletics, and this morning we'll be recognizing both the Junior and Senior Sport Color Award winners. I'll introduce the sport first, and then ask the coaches to please come forward and join us up front for the presentation of the colors by the headmaster. We're going to start off with a presentation that was missed during term 2, and that's for ice hockey. So if Mr. Cooper could please come forward. Yeah. Receiving senior sport colors, and hopefully he's here. I heard he was sick this morning. Derek Kroll. Sick, okay. Thanks, Mr. Hidley. Okay. We just wanted to see if Mr. Cooper had shaved this morning. That's why we got him on stage. So, receiving next for sport colors is squash. So I believe Mr. Johnson is still recovering from his knee surgery. But if Mrs. Grass is here, if she could please come forward. Thank you. Receiving their junior color pins for sport are Thomas Dryden and Will Johnson. For cross country, can Miss Godfried please join us up front? Receiving senior athletic colors for cross country is Thomas Bergvinson. For golf, can Mr. Hidley please come forward? So as was mentioned earlier by the headmaster, this team had great success this year with their most notable result finishing 3rd in the BCAA championships, winning a couple other tournaments, including 1st place at the ISA championships. We're going to start with the juniors. So these first 2 boys have already received their color pins. So I'd like to ask them to please stand and be recognized, and that's Caleb Parkhouse and Brett Rollison. Receiving their sport colors, so please come forward, are Andres Vasquez for his junior pin, senior boys Christian Jacob, double colors for Reed Irwin, and receiving triple colors, but unfortunately not here, is Tristan Mandur. Next is girls soccer, and we'll start with the junior team. So may I ask Mr. Lupton and Dr. Taylor to please join us up front. And this year, the ladies had great success, winning the ISA championship and finishing second in league play. The following girls have already received their junior colors, so I'd like to ask them to stand and be recognized. Tatum Hayhurst, Tolani Akinyasoye, Jillian Moore, and Colby Wilson. Receiving junior colors, so please come forward, are Atusa Farboud, Annika Tangeras, and Georgia Cannon. For senior girls soccer, may I ask Mr. Nakagawa and Mr. Zaks to please come up front for the presentations. And again, this team had a good season, competing really hard and finishing a very respectable third in league play. The first recipient is unfortunately not here, away on the camping trip, so earning junior colors, so maybe we'll present it to Mom, while in grade 9 is Sophie Miranda, and earning senior double colors are Jade Alexander, Jess Arnold, Jackie Day, and Erin Fahey. Earning triple senior colors are Elise McKinnon, Olivia Burton, and Clarice Owen. We're now going to go through the Term 3 rugby teams. So we'll start off with the Colts. So if I could ask Mr. Monroe and Mr. Plater to please come up front. Again, this team, as was mentioned, had a great season, finishing second at the BC Sevens and repeating as provincial junior boys champions. And worth noting as well that a number of these boys, as grade 9s last year, were also on the provincial winning team that represented the school in Abbotsford last season. The following boys have already earned their colors, so if they can please stand and be recognized. Nathan Goliath, Jojo Tanaka Campbell, Zach Okabe, and Caleb McHugh. So if they can stand, please. Now can the following students please come forward to receive their junior sport colored pins? Momin Elendawi, Jacob Lillywhite, Roberto Glindo, who's away I believe, Ariane Van Rensburg, Ariane Kochar, Freddie Wang, Brenner Kalava, and Kieran Breen. For girls rugby, can Mrs. Atkins, Mr. Doig, and Ms. Russell please join us up front? Ms. Russell, freshly back from New Zealand and sporting a new boot. The Iron Women had another stellar season, taking silver at the BC Sevens and earning the bronze medal at the BC AAA Championships, the first time that they've competed at that level. So a great accomplishment there. So may I ask the following girls to please stand and be recognized as they've already earned their junior colors, and that's Maggie Banks and Maria Guadarrama. Now can the following girls please come forward to receive their senior color recognitions? Taylor Bates, Emma Doig, Sam Johnstone, and Cheyenne DeJondi. Earning double colors are Delaney Aikens, Maria Murray. Earning triple colors is Alexi Push. And the first student in my time earning quadruple colors is Clarice Owen. Finally, with rugby, we'd like to recognize the senior boys, so can I ask Mr. Williams and Mr. Doyle to please join us up front, and possibly Brady. Brady's here for the presentations as well. One of the qualities that we like to teach our young men and our athletes in the school, all the students in fact, is humility. And for a brief moment, I'm going to allow these guys to take the humble pie attitude out of it. This is a special group of young men, and they accomplished many fantastic things this year. So much so that a few people that know the history of the school very well have compared them with numerous teams in the past and even said that possibly they're the greatest first 15 team to ever recognize the school, which is pretty lofty praise. I don't really get involved in those things. I don't compare them with the teams I've been with since my time at the school, but the one thing that I will say on that point is they're certainly in that conversation. Some of the accomplishments they had, which we've talked about earlier, but are worth noting again as I'm getting rid of the humble pie here. They won the Vancouver Rugby Festival Sevens. They placed 7th out of 175 teams in their division at the English Schools National Sevens Championships. Again, they placed 7th at the World Invitational Sevens at Rugby School. They were Vancouver Island AAA champions, Provincial Sevens champions, and Provincial 4A champions. So a year that the whole school should be very proud of these boys. Now may I ask the following boys to please come forward to receive their senior sport colors. Ian Lee, Xander Cozine, Anders Farr, Cole Dreyer, Patricio Falcone, Evan Norris, Edouard Rossevaux, Monty Mader, Ethan Gottschalk, Carlos Pastana, Tate Lum, and Johnny Hodgkins. Earning, sorry, go ahead. Yeah. Earning double colors, Sam Ibbotson, Thomas Fife, Connor Sinclair, and Teddy Zinkin. And earning triple colors, Seth Purdy.
Congratulations, Rick. Well done. Oops, squeezed out. Move along, boys. Move along. Move along. Move along that way. Teddy, come forward. Well done, Teddy. Congratulations. Yeah.
Also worth noting from that group was Teddy Zinkin, who won a BC Secondary Schools Rugby Union scholarship for his play and leadership this season. So well done to Teddy. We're going to start with next up, will be tennis. So Mr. Candelaria, please come forward. Another strong year for tennis, earning bronze for the junior boys BCAA tournament. They got bronze there, silver at the senior ISAs, and senior with the provincial AA championships. May I ask the following students to please stand and be recognized as they've already received their junior colors: Carolina Mies, Paul Hasekul, and Ben Keon. I'm not sure how I get my notes mixed up with this font, so took a bit of heat from some people up here with my aging eyes. Can I ask the following students to please come forward and receive their sport color recognition? So earning junior colors, Verena Hilmer, Isaac Leroy, Aaron Wong, and Perrin Bachayad. I hope I got that right. Receiving senior colors, Marie Dye, Byron Wong, Max Bakany, and receiving triple senior colors, Noor Elendawi and Ryan Picken. We're down to our last team, but certainly not least. For rowing, may I ask Mr. Maddock and his coaching team to please come forward for the presentations. It was another fine year with numerous outstanding performances at the various regattas that the teams competed in. This was highlighted, as was mentioned earlier, with the junior women coxed 4 and junior men double, both winning bronze medals at the national championships in St. Catharines, Ontario. May I ask the following students to please stand and be recognized as they've already earned their junior colors: Amelia McIntosh and Jaden Bowmans. Now may I ask the following students to please come forward to receive their sport color recognition. Earning junior colors: Paige Doig, Nicole Staples, Libby Kay, Trinity Gladstone, Josh Wheeler, and Marcus Bergvinson. Senior colors are awarded to Kyle Fredrickson, Arabella Emsley, Kelly Halverson, Cassia Nasrallah, and receiving double colors, Annika Affleck. So this concludes our sport color presentation, so thank you for your patience. And just one final request, please, from all the students. If you could just join me in thanking your coaches for all their efforts and time that they've committed to your athletic endeavors this year.
So I want to take the obvious opportunity to thank Mr. Murdy again for his incredible leadership of the athletic program. Mr. Murdy, well done. Good morning. So we're going to, just before we go into our academic awards, I'm going to invite the Métis Elder Stella Johnson to come forward and present. Did I get that right? To come forward. We're delighted you've been able to join us this morning. Come forward and present that sash to our recipient, Mr. Kieran Furlonger. Stella, would you come forward?
Could I say a few words first? I'm honored to be here. This is the first time I've been here. I got lost. I apologize for being late. But if you don't mind, could I say a little prayer in my native language? And I could say it in English. Auno tawi, kispenomo tahtapi wichiwi ahkamiase kaski, Shawnigan Lake isihati. Msuiti yochit kapi tohtitao, kitwa simsaka pamahatuao, kaksnamaksitao mina. Tanagatimia tamuti hitao, koyasko makawito tahwao. Our Creator, with great humbleness, we're thankful to be here in this beautiful Shawnigan Lake. We ask a blessing and guidance, good heart and peace and patience to all those that are here and our future students, to give them the energy and strength to continue the things that they need to do to be successful and to make our homeland a peace and for all to share. We say these things, all our relations, Haichka Hai Hai Miguch, Kanaskum Tanan.
Thank you again for gracing us this morning. So we're moving on now to the last part of this morning's recognition, and I'm going to invite Mrs. Milne to the lectern, please.
Good morning. It gives me great pleasure this morning to present the final round of academic colors for the 2016-17 school year. As I mentioned in the past few months when I've presented colors, academic colors are awarded to students who consistently demonstrate superior effort, achievement, and leadership in their studies, while also maintaining a commitment to the many other facets of the Shawnigan program, showing genuine interest, working to potential, and supporting classmates must be integral to a recipient's approach. Generally, the students have studied at the school for more than 1 year. Senior colors are only awarded to grade 12 students, and consideration is given to performance in both the grade 11 and 12 years, and junior colors are generally given to grade 10s. Recipients must consistently be on the headmaster's honor roll, dean's dinner list, and receive the support of their teachers. I want to congratulate all of you who received colors this year and invite the headmaster forward to present senior academic colors to Zane Carmali, Kylan Lee, and Cassia Nasrallah. Just as a carry forward note, on Friday afternoon, we will take the hallway photo, so all senior academic colors recipients are asked to come to the main gardens with their ties for that photo. For junior academic colors, please congratulate the following recipients: Marcus Bergvinson, Crystal Dong, Gabrielle Owen, Lauren Spink, Emma Hansen, Sage Brimmelcombe, Georgia Cannon, Verena Hilmer, Annika Targaris, Carrie Walker, Abby Liu, Bonita Chang, Byron Chang, Carolina Mies, Stephen Wen, Colby Wilson, Lauren Nissen, and Michaela Christensen.
So again, there's never a wrong time to say thank you, and I want to thank Mrs. Milne for all the work that she does in driving the academic side of the school. She's got a lot of work on her plate, like everyone else at the moment, but perhaps more as we bring all these things to prizes and closings and calculations and all that. Mrs. Milne, thank you so much. So there we are. Thank you for your patience this morning. We're running a little bit late, and I know you've all got math exams that you can't wait to get to. 2 and 2 equals 4, or 5 if you listen to me. Thank you. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you.